Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the B and T cell receptor molecules, how these two cells, they are playing a role in the third line of defense. Now, third line of defense, which is also known as adaptive immunity, it is specific and it will be initiated by the presentation of non-self antigen to specific immune cell. And that specific immune cell are your antigen presenting cell, that is macrophage, dendritic cell or B cell. Now, main important key component of second line of defense, not only these are immune cells, specific immune cells, some other cells like lymphocytes are also playing a very important role. Now, two unique features of adaptive immunity is first, they are specific, and second, they will retain the memory of the first encounter. Now, it generally depends upon two type of lymphocyte, B cell and T cell. These lymphocytes, they will originate from the stem cell in the bone marrow, but some cell which move from the bone marrow and they go to the thymus and they mature there, we call them as T cell. And one which are remaining there and they mature in the bone marrow, we call them as B lymphocyte. Now, any substance which stimulate these B or T cells to produce a response, that substance is known as antigen. Now, B and T cell, they have to bind to the antigen by a protein that is called antigen receptor. So here now main concept is the receptors are providing pathogenic specific recognition. Each receptors will bind to only one part of one molecule, means they will bind to only particular species of bacteria or particular strain of virus. The cells of immune system, they will produce different antigen receptors, but all antigen receptor which is made from one cell, either one B cell or either one T cell, particular that cell, they will be identical. So receptors, they are having similar component, means they are proteinaceous in nature, but how do they encounter antigen? That is different way. Now let us see better. See, B cell, this is the structure of receptor present on the B cell, means B cell antigen receptor. So binding of B cell antigen receptor to an antigen is a first step for B cell activation. Now, if you see this receptor diagram is just similar to like an antibody diagram, which is having light chain and they are having the heavy chain. So this is heavy chain present, two heavy chains are there. And these two are light chain. You can see this is light chain and this is also light chain. Just like antibody diagram. This is the constant region of both. Okay, this is the constant region present in the heavy chain and present in the light chain. And this is the variable region. V stand for variable region. So once the B cell, after binding the antigen through this receptor, they will be activated and then they will make a protein which is soluble, that is known as antibody, also known as immunoglobulin. So antibodies, they are also having the same structure just like B cell receptor. But important thing, please focus, receptors are bound to the membrane, but antibodies are secreted. Is it clear? And it is the antibody which helps to defend against pathogen. So you can see here, this is a B cell with the help of antigen receptor. It is binding to the epitope specific of an antigen, means of the which work as an antigen. So they are binding to the epitope of the pathogen. Is it clear? Epitope is particular part of an antigen. After binding, the B cell give rise to another cell, that is plasma cell, which secrete antibodies. Is it clear? And they will be also having the same epitope as original B cell receptor was having. So how the B cell bind with the antigen? It is binding with the antigen with the help of its receptor. Then B cell will be activated and will then differentiate into producing a cell, that is plasma cell, which will also produce antibodies similar to like a receptor. detail how the humoral immune response is working, we'll be seeing in the next video. Now, T cell. T cell receptor, if you see, it is also having only two chain, alpha and beta. Okay, and it is just like for B cell receptor, it is also having constant region and variable region. Now, important difference, please focus, important difference in the activation of B cell and in the activation of T cell. For B cell, what we were saying it, ki the receptor can directly bind to the antigen. But for T cell, the T cell receptor cannot bind directly to the antigen. It can bind to the pieces of antigen which is displayed by the host cell, that is antigen presenting cell, on MHC molecule. Is it clear? So whereas the antigen receptor of B cell bind directly to the epitope of intact antigens present on pathogen, or they can bind directly to the circulating antigens present free in the body fluid. But T cell can bind only to the fragment of antigen which are displayed or they are presented on the surface of host cell, that is the antigen presenting cell. The host protein will display the antigen fragment on its MHC complex, and that will be binding with the T cell receptor is binding through it to activate itself. So please understand basic concept once again. See here once again, beta. B cell receptor is able to bind directly to the antigen and will produce another type of cell, plasma cell, to form antibodies. Okay, after activation. Come here, T cell cannot directly bind to the antigen. It will be binding to the fragment which is displayed on the MHC molecule of the host cell, that is your antigen presenting cell. And after that, only the T cell will be activated. So I hope so in the short video, we have understood how the B and T lymphocytes, they are getting activated by binding to the antigen molecule through their receptors. Is it clear? So I hope so this video might be helpful for you. Thanks for watching.